Time for the Flemington preview this week. We have got interesting conditions there at Flemington. The wind is the important factor. We'll touch on that shortly, but at the moment we're working on a soft 5. I actually think with a strong northerly blowing, that track will dry out. I think it'll get to the 4 range at some point. The rail's out 3 metres. I'd say lanes 1 and 2 may be slightly inferior, but the wind is the factor. As I said, 40 kilometre per hour northerlies. That's going to mean that horses leading and coming sort of out of the back straight into the side before you get to the home straight, they're going to cop a very strong wind in their face. I think it'll soften up the leaders. And as a result of that, I think the winning pattern will be horses with some cover, perhaps peeling to lanes 3, 4, 5 and beyond in the straight. I think it's going to be a really tough day to lead at Flemington on Saturday. First of my selections comes up in race number 3. This will get cover, it might even box seat. Horse 4, M60. He's been flying of late for Henry Dwyer. His last couple of wins have come on wet ground. He won't get the wet ground on Saturday, but I think he's racing well enough to win this. He's got a sharp enough turn of foot, and from that inside gate, he can hold up, and I think box seat or go very close to that position. He's been well backed in early markets. I think that's a good push for him. I think it's a really suitable race. I think he can make it a hat-trick of wins in race number 3. The next two I'm going to give you are at odds. Race 5, number 12, Lake Vostok. This mare's got a pretty good record for being quite lightly raced. Her first up run was really good at 1300. She recorded the best last 600 of the meeting. And go back to last prep, she was second up at 1700. Was able to run second at Flemington on that occasion. So second up on Saturday at the mile doesn't worry me. What I do like about it, there are 3 things. The weight drop, 58 to 50 kilos. That's a positive. I think the extra 300 metres is a positive. The other thing I like about it, this is an apprentice-only race. More often than not, the tempo is misjudged in these races, and more often than not, the tempo is a bit too strong. So I love backing horses that get some cover. She'll get that run that I spoke of. Midfield, probably one off the fence, no weight on her back. I think she's a really strong each-way chance at that $13 quote. Happy to play each way on her. And the next one, race 6, number 12. This is at even bigger odds, Moonhaven. I think it's ready to win a race, to be honest. It has won down the straight in the past. I thought its effort last start behind Lafraca, the short price favourite here, was solid. Did a few things wrong, probably not the best ride I've ever seen on him that day. I think he can bounce back. As I said, he's won down the straight. He's drawn an inside gate, which I don't think will be a negative for him. Normally I'd say minor negative, but maybe not so much on Saturday with that strong wind blowing. He's going to need some luck, but he's an each way price at sort of that $16 to $18 quote at present. I think he'll run a big race. Lafraca, very well backed favourite. It's flying, but it's flying on really wet tracks, not soft 5s and soft 6s. It's more like heavy 8s, 9s and 10s. So I think there's some risk coming back to a firmer track, and it is $2.20 as I record this. So I reckon it's nice and short. I'm happy to have something on Moonhaven each way in that race and hope for a good result. So they're the 3. Got a relatively short one around that 320, 330 quote in race 3, number 4, M60, and a couple of roughies. Race 5, number 12, Lake Vostok, and race 6, number 12, Moonhaven. Good luck, all the best.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.